What is going on YouTube? Hayden here, and in today's episode we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Solana, as well as QQQ and the S&P 500. Now market is open, which is crazy because it's like 7:22 a.m. here, so I'm so off track with the fact that the market is opening at like 6:30 a.m. in the morning here, and it's really like 9:30 or 9 Eastern Standard Time when the market's open. So it's crazy logging on and seeing movement this early in the morning here. But regardless, everything will be back to normal come like Monday or Tuesday. But you can see what we need to go over is the consolidation that's taking place still within most of these major cryptocurrencies. Solana is still consolidating across, which is certainly good news if you ask me. We had adjusted this Solana chart as of yesterday, and you can see here now we are pretty much coming to the end, so we should get that decision made. And then we have something like XRP, which saw this breach above resistance as of yesterday as well, or 2 days ago, and now we're consolidating back down. So it'll be interesting to see kind of the results of this. We then have Ethereum to go over, consolidating sideways. Bitcoin on its uptrend here certainly looks good. We have QQQ, which has come down a little bit here, which is quite interesting. We're going to have to go over that. And then we're also going to look at the S&P 500 here, which has clearly hit some sort of resistance and honestly could be on its way down, which is very interesting. We're going to be going over this as well. But with that being said, definitely make sure to smash that like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's get right into today's episode. So guys, before I dive into the technical analysis, remember BYDFI is still doing a trading competition where you guys are getting weekly ROI bonuses. They just gave away a $300 USDT reward last week, and I shared the winner here on the channel, and they should be having one for this week shortly, which we'll post next week. And then they even have trading volume rewards and ROI ranking rewards, which will be 500, 300, 200, as you guys can see here. All you have to do is sign up with the link down in the description below, and you'll be able to get pretty much any of these rewards if you rank for it. And you can even get weekly rewards double stacked, which is super cool. But they'll be doing this drawing at the end, April 1st. It's currently the 21st, so about a little over a week left, and then we'll see what exactly is gonna go on here. But moving forward from that, you can see, aside from that, we do need to look at some of these other cryptocurrencies, and we'll go back to BYDFI and check out BYDFI later. But you can see right now with like XRP here, we are consolidating for the most part still. And as of recently, did we just so manage to breach above this major resistance? And that's really the main focus here. We have been in what appears to be a descending fractal or a bull flag. We thought it was some sort of descending broadening wedge, but it's not. It's more so like a bull flag. You can see here where we have this kind of impulsive wave up followed by a corrective wave down. And now we're seeing a new flag up, which is another impulsive wave. And a daily, we'll see another new flag back down. So you can see kind of the historical repetition that's taking place here. And if we zoom out, you can see again here, we have the uptrend followed by the bull flag, which is this kind of descending fractal that is pulling us downwards here. And you'll notice if I jump to, let's say, where we go back to XRP, you can see that's kind of what's happening right now. We kind of have these continued repetitive descending fractals, then we rally up, descending fractal, we rally up, and here's the next descending fractal, so we head back down here. So we are looking for the next repetitive wave rally to the upside. So we have this flag pull up, this lower high, lower low pattern down, and you can see I've outlined here consistently kind of the markets and how they kind of head higher, and then we retest this resistance, ultimately breaks down. We do it again, head higher, retest resistance, ultimately breaks down. Here we go again, and here we go again for the third, or the last time. This is like the fourth time here. I'm going to zoom into the 4 hour, maybe we can get a better overview here. This could be something to pay attention to. Let's see on the daily if that intertwines well. It does. It's not too bad here, but you can see kind of this next uptrend that we have here. And here we are stuck between a rock and a hard place. We have this moving average holding us up, but we're hitting this major resistance here. And ideally, we managed to break through it just a couple of days ago here. It was like Wednesday night where we closed here. But what's interesting now is we have corrected back down to support. So ideally, what I'm thinking or hoping for is like a reversal like this, where we head up. We kind of use this maybe as a support, hold on to it a little bit, and then rally up, because this is now 2 times that we have broken through resistance. And really what's holding us on, unlike the last time, which was a bull trap, is we have this moving average cutting through that's really acting as a vital support, and hopefully that will allow us to reverse up and to rally out, which is truly the main goal here. This is what we're looking for and hoping to see happen here, is a reversal out and out of this descending, or out of this bull flag, this descending fractal here. That's what we're paying attention to, and we'll do these trades on BYDFI, the #1 cryptocurrency leveraging exchange that I like to use here on the channel. It's buy long, sell short, leverage trade, create stop losses, take profits. Every single thing you'd want on an exchange is offered on BYDFI. You can see we have multiple opportunities to take advantage of this market here. We have, where is it? You can see if I pull up XRP. We've been tracking this kind of descending fractal here, and we're kind of hanging out between a rock and a hard place again. You can see we're kind of intertwined right now within the moving averages. We have the 7, 25, and 99-day moving averages, and we're like filling this in here on XRP right at around the $2.38 mark with a resistance of 253, but we're trying to breach through it. You can see we're on the up and up. There is an uptrend here. We're pushing us up. We're trying to battle and break through, and when we do, we should be able to see liftoff and rally out. Now, what's cool about BYDFI is they do have a reward center, which gives you up to $8,100 in free bonus cryptocurrency. Like on top of the trading competition that they're doing just for March, they do have this reward center, which you guys can earn up to like free bonus crypto up to 8K, $8,100, 8K there, and then like $100 by completing these tasks. And what this does is the bonus money gets deposited into your bonus account, which you can use by clicking on USDT right here if it loads. And then you'd click right here on the available amount, and I think because it logged me out, which is super annoying mid-recording, I can't show it to you, but you'd click right here and then you'd be able to trade with that bonus money completely free, and all profits earned off that bonus money you can withdraw completely free, which is excellent here. But they also have a demo account, which gives you, what is it, up to, I think it gives you 50 grand, and again, I have to log back in, I'll do that off camera, 50 grand in demo money to practice trading your skills, get familiar with the exchange, learn how the exchange works, and then you'll be able to head on over to the live account when you're ready and use real crypto or your bonus money to actually make trades, which is super cool. But aside from that, and aside from checking out that I do strongly believe that we did pretty much hit or retest the bottom here, as you can see, we drew clear as day like this rebound off support, which we're going to have to come back to because it's certainly interesting. That was showing you this S&P 500, but you can see here we are still consolidating down. We haven't had any sort of real luck, and I don't think we're going to have it this week, of possibly seeing reversals or runs to the upside, because all these cryptos 24 hours are down 2 to 4%. 27 on the fear and greed index, down 2.5%. We don't look all that excellent, but you can see like XRP, we're at the cusp again. And this could either make or break. We'll either rally out or we will correct down. Solana, same thing, rally out, rally down. We should ideally be heading up to moving average. That's the goal, the hope is that's where we head to. And then we have something like Ethereum, descending fractal, should be heading up. That's ideally the goal, but I really want to look at the stock market in a minute, but you can see here, Bitcoin as well is on the up and up. So I don't think any of these cryptos are ready yet, like XRP. I think it's too early to see this run because we have things like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which haven't actually caught up to those major resistances. So I don't think we're going to get the results that we're looking for just yet, but I do believe that we are going to be on the up and up to head up to here, as I do believe we did bottom right here at like 78K. Now we're at 84, and I think we're going to head up to 91K on Bitcoin before we see any sort of movement, as we are extremely undervalued. Now, with these other cryptos like QQQ or the other, what is this? Indexes that we look at, QQQ in the stock market here, you can see what's interesting is we are also in a bull flag or some sort of descending broadening wedge, just lower high, lower low pattern. And what's interesting is we finally breached this major resistance, this major downtrend that we can highlight on the 4-hour. We trended out of it here, but you can see like volume is completely dead. Like we have not gotten enough steam to head up higher, which to me says there's a very good chance we could now do the opposite and head lower, which would suck, but it is still certainly possible. Then I've uncovered something even more interesting. It almost looks like, and we could probably find it on here too, a resistance like this, beautiful. Notice here how many times QQQ has had problems with the zone. Rejected clear off of it and fell. Used it here as support. Well, here we are again rejecting, just like the stock market is. stock market clearly, stock market clearly hit this resistance on the way up and we fell back down. But notice here, rejection, 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 support, support, and then here we are again, trying to break through, rejected. This could cause us to head lower, which is something very interesting. As we're in this descending broadening wedge, as we're scaling lower here, you can clearly see that the market has tried to breach it. We've done nothing but reject it, and this could cause us to descend lower, which would suck, but similar to the tariffs, it would send us right down to moving average, right to about 5,200, which is the prime location on the weekly to buy in at a low, and that would also indicate a 14 or a 15% to 20% drop, which ideally could be what is supposed to happen in this market here, because this shows signs of correction. If we look at the charts now on the weekly, this truly looks like it wants to head down. Scary, but very possible. And we'll be buying in when the market's undervalued. So very interesting. Definitely, we're going to have to come back to this. With that being said, smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe. See you in tomorrow's video. Peace.